So hello and good afternoon. The market has sold. You can see here the market internals. Let me go through it because look at all of the negative. All of the negative. Volume down, tick, holding in the lower side. It is correct that now we just gave back a little bit, but we are again testing the October open on the NQ. And if we go on the ES, we are below October open. So what do we have now? And this is where it becomes a little tricky because the sellers were in control. Clearly, sellers were in control. And my question is, if sellers are in control, what can we do? We need to move out of the way for the longs. I expected to trade higher. And then in this day and this area right here, we fell to hold. What do we have here? We have 3 candles. You see, 3 candles with weak indecision candle, another indecision candle that broke below the previous one, and now the following one, it fell to close. The next one was a bear candle, and here was clear for me. It wasn't clear, but it was a point where, okay, they might take this down. We went to test yesterday slow, and we took the people that were trading here. The question now becomes, are we going to have another gap up overnight and open around this area? Or we're going to have a gap down and open around this area? And this area would take the low of Friday, making all these prints or this trading for the day just a consolidation phase for a trend lower. You see how fast I changed? Get this out of the way. Now we could have all these levels just being erased overnight, and tomorrow starts around 24,400. We have to be ready for this, because it is true that we got an indecision candle on the NQ. Let me check the ES. This candle traded lower, fell to trade higher. If we take a look at NQ, it's different. NQ took the high, you see? They took the high and this took the low. The ES, yes, took the low. We mentioned that we needed infotech, right? Remember, if we go to the internals, we needed infotech here. To trade higher, this infotech. It did not. Focusing on individual stocks, everything is going to be, I think I have it in here. Google, not so bad after the push. Microsoft, yes, gave back, tested yesterday's low and closed above. Nvidia, this is the push. This is the area where the NQ was able to gain traction here. And it got me. I thought, okay, so this is the point. Apple did not have a very strong day, but closing near yesterday's opening print today. Meta trading lower than yesterday's low. Below 50 minutes profile. Here we have it a little bit clearer. Consolidation, 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 consolidation. Okay, here we did not, right? But if we make it larger window, this is Meta. And then Tesla is all over the place, right? A lot of volatility in Tesla. But we can say consolidation for last Friday. The VIX. So let's see, because today, again, we saw an interesting push. So what do we have here? Let me clean everything up. Let me move my picture out of the way. We have the S&P 500 on the bottom. We have the VIX on the top. I was looking from this trend line not to hold, and it is holding. Okay. But the S&P is trading above Friday's low. So there is volatility in the market that the S&P is capturing. I want to wonder what would be the VIX pricing if we close in this area. Probably 27. Probably 27. Yes. Let's see in the volume profile what we have here. The distribution for today was like this. A lot of time on volume in the morning, but it did not do it. Yesterday, Let me remove the picture from here. And then Friday. This is the NQ. So we have let's see, balance from the day before. Press on the bottom. One high, two highs. And I mean, the bears could have gone here today. Why they didn't? Now thinking about this and thinking maybe there is a gap up tomorrow. But we saw that the futures in Europe and Asia did not perform very well last night. If we change it to the US, what do we have here? Similar to the NQ. This is very much a balanced day. This can be kind of like a P, right? This is some a lot of volume trade here. Acceptance, and then today we have in the ES a lot more volume trading here. And it's true, yes, they got why they didn't take it here, right? Why they didn't retest this area today. The internals clearly were down. See, the internals were clearly down. The bands and decliners, not so much. Money was coming out throughout the day. Or do they have a long day? No, I don't know. Sure. I don't have a view clearly. NASDAQ 100, Dow Jones, Euro stock. I cannot open the Euro stock. I don't have a link. FTSE, energy market, and DAX. Hansen. Sorry. And the European stock 600 daily. So let me go through this. Yes, we have 2 days of volatility. And today the S&P, it's about 1% down. NASDAQ, doesn't look real. Doesn't look correct here. NASDAQ 100. I have to think about this. Dow Jones. Okay. Look at the Dow Jones, how strong it was. And today, where's the name here? The Dow Jones. Had a hammer. Yeah, no, this isn't, sorry. I thought it was the Dow Jones. No, it did not. Negative down. Indecision candle, negative down. Dow Jones futures, okay? Dow Jones, indecision candle, and now pushing lower. FTSE, indecision candle after a hammer. MSCI, a strong day. Yesterday, right? Yesterday. And now today down. Month to date is 1.5. DAX, 2 days negative, pressing down. And now the indecision candle. And let's see. Markets, equity indexes. And we go to the futures. Index futures. Euro stocks, the DAX 0.6 down. Okay. Yeah, gap tried to push and did not. Now. No, I went to the screen. Flat. Shanghai. This is the consolidation that we see in the long term, in the weekly candles as well. Euro stock. Flat. So kind of like a hammer, the indecision. This is not the future. This is why. Okay. It doesn't match. 1, 2, 3, and then positive today. 1, 2, press down, and we couldn't go. Press down, we couldn't go close and higher. And to conclude, the S&P 500 with a push higher that did not do it, and then closing at the bottom. We have to wait. That's it. Maybe I was too optimistic because of yesterday. That, oof, you have those circles there. Maybe too optimistic because of yesterday, but at the moment it's not taking lower lows. I mean, why do you wanna take large bets? My issue and why I'm feeling like this is because I really thought it was going to take the weekly high. And I was able to move the stops and make it. And now I find that we're trading below just the low that was rejected like that. It was a liquidation that was rejected very fast, recovered. But now we're below that. So maybe the people that are shorts yesterday, they're getting rewarded. And that's what I don't like. The people that shorted right out on Friday's news and not being punished. In the NASDAQ, they were. Look at this. I mean, you go here, higher high, all the shorts should be covering. We go to these supports and then flop. The whole thing turns around. The euro 117. Euro getting stronger. We have room to go. We have room to go because have kind of like this trend line, right? And now we have this trend line. That's the trade alert. If we trade below, closes below, note euro getting weaker, euro potential fade. Okay, so that's all. That's the summary for the closing of today. There is to conclude. I mean, there is not a large reason to play large bets on the individual, on the futures, right? AMD indecision candle. Now we can remove this. Double top right here. We create an alert if we trade above, looking to clear level. Boom, boom. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you. Tomorrow is Friday, so I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.